Hey guys, welcome. I've been showing pictures of this for a while. Um, Deep water. When it released, I had found a deep spot, milled a lot of. I had a lot of build idea videos from this spot here. Um, when I was doing the build, I had done this with uh, just putting things together. What this is under the build menu. It's the water. It's the deep water chamber with the angled windows placed to take the windows out. When you do it on that part, sorry, this part here on this and the ends of this, and these two down here will remove the doors or the windows. You will let the water in. You'll get to about this spot here. You'll be swimming from one window. If you do all 8 of them, then you will be swimming inside to about the center. Um, But if you do something silly like these windows, this is from KL Labs. On this save, I don't have the legacy build parts. See, that's not on here. So KL Labs dropped one off, and I used it to duplicate. I used them up there as well. We'll go up there really quick. But the reason we do this is because it removes the deep water. So you can actually see, it's nighttime here, so you can actually see what the area looks like. Um, I being Loki, and the water-based guy, I figured I have to do something with deep water, so I did this. It's been a while, but here it is. Is it 100% finished? No, I don't play the game very much anymore. And see what happens? You can't see anything. To me, I found it very disappointing that you can't see. Right? Like this mountain here goes right to the surface. Almost to the surface of the water. This is 1,500 units, so to the bottom 1480 or something like that. But you can't see it; it's gone. So to me, that was a real letdown. And I have a base idea that I shared on my video, the last video I did, where we can look at this and see it better. There's a spot in here where I actually use it a little bit, so I'll go into that. But this is going to be a quick tour. Um, all of these are slightly angled, again using Pharaoh's uh, oh, that's what interesting. Interesting. Yeah, cuboids, if you break the surface structure, that can happen. Um, this thing, what this is here, just to show you what I'm talking about. So when you take a cuboid and you put it on top, in order to do this thing here, right? See how it's in line? They're in line, right? What happens is when you remove the, oops, when you remove the, geez, guys, when you remove the top part, what happens is you will now swim, or you get the swimming animation. Remove that part, see how it's that, you don't get the swim animation. Now, when I do stuff like this here, what this is an actual cuboid. Uh, right here, that one. If you put that in and remove all the walls, you get a nice same idea. Um, but I wanted the effect of having this, so put up a little bit of water. Now, angling and putting the landing pads like this, you can enter. You can't land down here, but you can get in and you can get out of your ship to make a save point without swimming. So that's the little technology that I figured out. Again, that's annoying, but that's what we have to do with this build system. Just to go down really quick, I originally was going to have the Nautilon Bay is down here. Um, so again, angled. This again is free walking. I'm underwater in basic structure. Um, so you just can walk right in, get to your Nautilon. Um, there is one below. I'll leave the glyphs at the end. There's one here. I was gonna use the big one You can drive across the bottom, but got too confusing and got too wild. So yeah, I did this. Um, for those who are interested, it's two separate layers of the free walking. I never actually did an explanation of that, but it's the reason you need two layers is because you only have a certain amount of space to use it, and yeah, it has to be its own separate layer. That's why that structure is so big. That's leaking because it's too high. It's just leaking. So this I did an observation area. You can see when you come in, you can see how that's terrible. See how the lights, they were like 200 units away, 150 units away. The lights don't even pop in. Um, when you're coming down, you can see it, but it's because it's size. But yeah, so that's what the base looks like in normal water. I hate it. So yeah, what are you gonna do? I hate the look of the deep water. So this I was gonna put in decorations and stuff, but again, I got sidetracked, and I'm a terrible, terrible designer. I was gonna copy the deepest water base with this idea. I didn't want to really do it double, but what are you gonna do? So we got this big open area. Again, these are cuboids. That's why they're not leaky with the glass cuboid beside it. Um, very, very, very. It's interesting why they do it that way, but what are you gonna do? Again, left and right, just some artistic ideas. It's following the ring of the base. This is the same as the ring above it, so I just dropped them down. Um, just to get down to that right there, because again, this base has things that are unusual. Um, when we get to the ring, I'll show you. When we do rings, Gail Labs and I have been talking, and he hated the fact that there was always a separation in the actual base. See how this is? So you got a cuboid on its side, right, or a glass core on its side, into a cuboid on its side, because these are cuboids, glass cuboids on their sides, and you can see there is no gap. It's an actual perfect circle. The reason when they did this, you can actually see around you. It actually looks gorgeous. What you can actually see, right? There may be water openings in the edges because again, we're actually going vertically around in a circle, not laterally. Um, see, because the lines are here, so the wires. So yeah, we're doing vertical in two directions. Kind of fun. I'm regretting walking around it now because it's a long way, but you can get to see the idea. Um, it's a actual perfect ring. They apparently I came up with this idea by accident, and then Kale Labs takes somebody outside. You're not directly involved to actually point out what you actually figured out sometimes. So yeah. So I had a base idea that I was going to do inverted just so you can see that terrain all the time from all parts of the base. But anyway, we're going to go into the inverted dome just to show you. I got something how that works. It's kind of awkward, but we'll figure it out. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So this here, this just goes up into the. This just up in here. Symbol 3-time dome with a bunch of domes inside that you can go in and pick the plants if you want. Just grab the top and away you go. And then I'll go down really quick, and then we'll go up the tower. Yeah. So this took me a little bit. I was trying to figure out how to do it. Kale Labs and I were here, and we were doing some testing and trying to figure out. Originally, I was going to angle down. Turns out if you just go straight in, this is normal, right? This is inverted. So if you go down, the game doesn't like it. It's awkward, but you can get in. So this is just the power center. This is the power supply for the base. Actually, on a power supply, I actually built the base that way. I got lucky. So yeah, we're here. Just a little idea. I wanted to have just something different. Put in the ledge, put in the power supplies. There you go. All right, now getting up is the fun stuff. Yeah, it's awkward because it's inverted going into inverted, but you can do it, which is what matters. Oops, sorry, playing another game with a fast. So this is what I'm talking about. This is a 98 ring, and you can see the separation. The bigger ring you get, the less that separation is, but we're stuck on it right now. So yeah, so this is the lower level of that structure, and I wanted to get up in the most inefficient way I could. No, I'm just kidding. It's just, yeah. So here, come up here, come this way. This is a ring, the same structure that we used down there, and above us we drop down to here. See, it's right in line. So that's what we did. And I go around. This is all necessary because of the alignment. I didn't want to have any. You need to have a certain thing to have it work, so you're not going in anyway. Not a big deal. So this is the upper level, and yeah, here. So we don't need these doors on this side. I have them because the base I never really finished. You can see the wire structures still if you're coming up here. Um, Yeah, you can see we're in the Eissentam galaxy. There's the coordinates for those who want to see it. I recommend using the portal from the space station. So, but you can swim down if you want. People have done it. You can see it apparently. I've never done it myself. I swam down the first time and that was it. Not long down. So that's the landing area. It's half in, half out. Um, you can't see the stuff on the bottom, but you see it if you come out to tour. There's the lower ring, and we're in the upper ring section coming up here. Again, I did the center dome as a demonstration of my artistic abilities. Not very good. And I going from there. These structures are nice as well. Gives it extra light, but like my challenge with this deep water is that that's what you're looking at. I did come up with an idea of using inverted after using the that dome with that ring down there, but I have slowed in play. So here is the idea here. Again, Action Pan's game was the guy that made me realize this was an actual thing. When I when I first was starting this base, we were having severe crashes on the PS5. I have videos on my channel of me expressing my frustrations of having it disappear every 5 minutes. So I had a system like this set up with different outside panels, but with different like components here, and I didn't realize that that's was what we were saying because we were seeing that anyway with no water. Um, when Action Pants on his PC he was doing a seminar one day, and I saw it, and I asked him, and I was laughing because I had done it. Um, Again, the difference between that and this is to me is outstanding. The difference, like if I hope they don't ever get rid of this idea that the angled window does this to the glass. It's just incredible. It allows us to get a better visual of the terrain we're in. To me, that's important when I'm building, as opposed to just looking at it just black. So that's the base. Really quick, really done. That's what it is. So yeah, thanks for watching. Again, this is probably my last video. Like I said, there is another video I did the other day with explaining the upside down nature and the parts and stuff. And if you're interested, take a look at that. See, building upside down it can be done. It's just not fun. There's a lot of hard work that is required in getting the parts right and stuff. But oh, well, that's not gonna work. Yeah, glitchy. So yeah, that's the base tour. Thanks for watching and have a great day, guys.